Listen only mode.
Hello guys, thank you guys for coming on. I'm so excited to share with you guys from my experience, how I get to where I'm at today and also how to, build your own business. Today the technique that I'm going to show you today is one that I have been using for years, and I know you're really going to find it very interesting because over the years been using this technique. It's been wonderful, and I just can't express how much it really expand my business over the years. And it's something that I use and I practice this daily. I read these things that I'm going to teach you guys is stuff that I do daily. I sit in my office for hours and I go through it daily. So until it become a part of me. So today I'm very, very excited just to share it. I think I shared this once already in Canada with my team in Canada at the Regent's Hotel there. I shared it already, but I've never done a webinar with it. So you guys are the first to actually get a webinar where you can share with your team and encourage your team to follow some of these steps so that they can get the result that they're looking for in their business. And I always say this, a good leader is one who share information and don't keep information from the people that are following you. So I just want to say that before I go into whatever we're going to go in today. But I'm just happy and excited. I'm just giving, for more people to get online before I begin because I don't want anyone to miss this opportunity. We have quite a few people sign up for this webinar and don't want anyone to miss this opportunity that I'm going to give today. So get your pens, get your paper, and make sure you write these stuff down. You're going to get a replay come back to you. So if you miss anything, you can get the replay. It's going to be coming back to your email so that you can have it and you can always review your replay. So anything that you miss, don't worry about it, but take note of anything that you need. And I always say this, the person who writes stuff down is the one who is always going to remember what they wrote down because it's very important. So I advise you to write stuff down as we go through this webinar today. And I just want to encourage you to, share it with your team and, just go through and as we go through. All right. So it's approximately now 8:04 and I'm just going to go ahead and just dive into this because I really want to, share this information with you guys. So I'm not going to delay anymore. You come on time and I'm going to be on time with you also. So let's go into this thing here as we go into it. If you can type to type in your name and just let me see who's online. Just type in your name down the bottom. Let me see who is online so I can, officially welcome you to the broadcast, as we go forward. I think there's a place where you can type in your name. Hi, Lisa. I can see you. Our welcome girl. Welcome, Lisa. I can see it on the bottom there. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to get into this thing and take notes, girl. I tell you, take a lot of notes. This can push your team to the next level. All right, so let's get into this thing here. All right. All right. All right. All right, so cool. What I'm going to talk about today, is the 7 laws that governed your success. And I've been studying over the years. I study psychology, and I always know that there are laws that govern our lives, even if, we don't operate in them, but they're around us every day, and they govern whatever we do. So I come up with these laws that work for me over the years, and I am going to introduce them to you today. All right, the 7 laws that govern your wealth. And the reason why we're talking about wealth today, because there are laws that govern your health and there's laws that govern your wealth. And today we're dealing with the wealth today. So basically there's 7 laws. And I'm just going to give you a overview of the 7 laws that I'm going to be teaching on today so you can start to take your notes. So the first law of wealth is knowledge. Okay, the second law of wealth is decision. And the third law of wealth is belief. The fourth law of wealth is be true. And the fifth law is serve. The sixth law, own business. And the seventh law of wealth is grow money. So I want you guys to understand that this is very important that you operate in these 7 laws. A lot of times we forget to operate in these 7 laws and we don't see the success that we are looking for. I'm going to break these down to you one by one and teach you how to operate in these 7 laws. I've been using this for years. It's been working for me for years, and I know if you do the same thing, it will work for you. I'm very excited about this. All right, so let's dive into this right now, okay? For those of you who, for the first time, hearing me speak on a webinar or ever hear my name, I want to, tell you a little about me. I am an entrepreneur and a 6-figure income earner who has been in the direct sales network marketing industry for over 10 years. I am regarded as one of the industry top leaders and the foremost expert in the area of prospecting, recruiting, closing, and sales psychology. And most important, because I love to have fun, I make sure everyone around me, have a good time. I love to have fun, guys. I love to make money and have fun. All right? So I have 2 questions to ask you before you go any further. 2 questions to ask. All right? And the first question I want to ask is, why does one individual succeed while another fails? And the second question I want to ask is, why is one individual rich and wealthy while another is impoverished? And those 2 questions, I want you to think about them for a minute. Just think about those 2 questions, because those 2 questions is going to definitely, position you and position the people in your business to make the right decisions, or to, create the wealth the way they need it. And these are the 2 questions that I ask myself every day. Why one person fails and another person wins? And it is critical that we understand that. There is a method. There is a method that you have to follow. There is a process that you have to go through if you want to do what? Succeed. So basically the question is asked, and I always sit back and think about it. Why? All right? So if you get to write those 2 questions down, that will be pretty good. And you just ask question. Ask anyone that you go around and asking these 2 questions, and you're going to hear so many different answers. But today I want to show you the answers for this question. All right? Now, wealth is a function of choice. Let me say this again. Wealth is a function of choice. decision. Wealth is a function of choice. Wealth is a function of decision. Wealth is a function of innovation. Wealth is a function of creativity. Wealth is the function of faith. It's a function of choice. It's a function of decision. It's a function of innovation. It's a function of creativity, and it's a function of faith. These four things build your business. You cannot achieve wealth without you choose to do the right thing, without you making a decision, without you, get innovative or or get creative, or you operate in faith. You have to put these four things in your life so that you can have an effective, business going, an effective relationship. These four things need to be a priority in your life. Now, I realize that operating in this world, you have to have faith. But this is what I also understand. The woman and the man who think and believe they can change the world usually do. And I strongly believe that, because whatever you think about comes about. So I strongly believe that. There's a law called the law of the mental law. So whatever you think about mentally, it's going to come about physically. The man and woman who thinks and believe they can change the world usually do. There are 7 laws that you must follow to be successful. 7 laws. And here we go. The first law of success is knowledge. It begins in the mind and ends in the pocket. Let me say it again. It begins in the mind and ends in the pocket. If you want to earn more, I suggest you learn more. If you want to earn more in your life, I suggest you learn more. Knowledge is power. And if you acquire knowledge, you acquire power. So knowledge and power walk hand in hand. All right, guys. So I hope you're getting some good stuff here right now, because I'm so excited, because these are the stuff that I practice, and even with my kids and stuff, I teach them these things. So I hope you're excited, the way I am excited. All right. So what I have learned is that the average millionaire read 3 to 4 books a month. 3 to 4 books a month. So what you need to understand is this. The wealthy is doing something that the unwealthy is not doing. So the millionaire, the average millionaire, read 3 to 4 books a month. And I'm sure the books that they are reading is books to help them in personal development and to also give them creative ideas. So that's something that you need to remember. Now, the average millionaire watches 4 hours of TV at night. That means that the average millionaire only watches 28 hours of TV a week. Hello? So, the book is more important than the television. I assume that they watch the television just to know about what is going on around them, that they're keeping informed. And if you understand, they only watch 28 hours of television per week. Now, I'm telling you, for me, I think I do less than 28 because for weeks my TV don't turn on. I have a television in my office and I still don't turn it on. You know, I dig my library. I just keep on reading and reading and to do, you know, my personal development and the best way I can do it to help others. But it's critical that we put away the television and get ourselves the material that we need so that we can help others. Now, but the average American watch 75 hours of TV per week. Can you imagine that? The millionaire watch 28 hours of TV per week. And the unwealthy watch 78 hours of TV per week. So the big difference is that one is doing something that the other is not doing. And if you flip the script and start to watch 4 hours of television per night, which work out to be 28 hours of television per week, you would get the result of what the millionaires are getting. So it means that you're going to cut back on watching television and read more material that is going to build you up and give you more knowledge. If you don't take the time to get information and read books and study, if you don't grow, somewhere somebody in the universe will. And the moment you meet that person, you lose. Because you know why you lose? That person have a wealth of information that you don't have. And that's how you lose. Because they're going to be ahead of you. They're going to be ahead of the game. As I said to you before, knowledge is power. Hello, somebody. Knowledge is power. And that's what we need to understand. If we want to make it in this industry, and if we want to help others, we have to get what? Knowledge. And knowledge comes with power. The second law of wealth is decision. Decide that you will not be poor. You have to make a conscious decision that poverty have no place in your life. Why am I saying this? Because everything begins in your mind. You have to make that conscious decision that poverty have no place in your life. That is critical that we understand that. So the second law of wealth is decision. You have to make life choices before life make choices for you. You have to make life choices before life make a choice for you. And life will make a choice for you if you don't make the choices for yourself. So that is critical that you make choices for yourself. Just want to check to see, you know, if we have any more. So we have some more people online, so that's good. So just want to check on that. So basically what I want you guys to understand is this. You have to make the decision where you want to be in life. And remember, whatever you think about comes about. So you have to make that conscious decision. The third law of wealth is belief. The third law of wealth is belief. Now, you have to believe in yourself even when no one will. I want to leave that there for a minute. You have to believe in yourself even when no one will. Now, a person who believes in themselves will achieve any goal that they set to achieve. Because you're not going to allow anyone to deter you from achieving that goal. And because you have that self-confidence, knowing that you can do anything that you set out to do, you will accomplish that. So what you need to understand is this. It is a law. Belief is a law. And you have to operate in the law of belief. And don't let anyone intimidate you. Because if you believe it, it will come to pass. So you have to believe in yourself even when no one will. The wealthy make money while the rest of the world make excuse. I want you guys to take these notes because this is critical. The wealthy makes money while the rest of the world make excuse. Make money, not excuse. You see, the person who make excuse will always be in the same position that they are. Have you ever wondered why you go to school with some people and it seems as if you know exactly how they're going to turn out to be because of their decision that they're making in school? Or they always have an excuse for something? Now, I want you to pay close attention to people who make excuses. People who make excuses, they cannot impact the world. You have to understand that the wealthy make money while the rest of the world make excuse. So I'm encouraging you today, make money, not excuse. Tell yourself that there's nothing that you can't do. And believe in yourself. There's a saying that say, believe kill and believe cure. So don't make excuse, but make money. The fourth law of wealth is be true. Be true to thyself. Let me say it again. Be true to thyself. What do I mean by that? Whenever you're being dishonest, you're not being dishonest to other people. You are being dishonest to yourself. And you're going to understand why I'm saying this when I go into the rest of the laws. You're not being dishonest to other people. You're being dishonest to yourself. So the first thing that you have to do is to do what? Believe. Be true to what? Thy own self. That's what you have to do. Because if you don't do it, nobody else will. You have to ask yourself, what do I love to do? Don't pretend to do something because somebody else wants you to do it. And when you do it, you fail because that's not what you love to do. So be true to yourself and do what you love. Do what you love. Your passion. And guess what? Do what you would do for free. Ask yourself the question right now, what would I do for free? What would I do for free? And the reason why I'm saying this, you're going to see what I'm going on, why I'm talking about be true to yourself and to, find what you love and your passion and what would you do for free. It's critical that we understand that if we don't do what we love and be true to ourselves, we will not get the result that we are looking for. You have to be true to you first before you can be true to somebody else. It is critical that we understand that. The average individual get 4 ideas a year. I'm telling you, the average individual get 4 ideas a year. Okay? So the ideas that comes in your mind, those are your piggy bank. A lot of us get so many brilliant ideas and we just allow them to die, never come forth. You see, one thing I've learned is this. The wealthiest place on earth is the graveyard. And the reason why it is the wealthiest place on earth is because so many brilliant ideas died and didn't come forth for us to enjoy or to see. So that is the richest place on earth. Now, I want you to work towards mastery. Work towards mastery. Try to be the best that you can be. If you want people to follow you, you have to strive to be the best that you can be. If you want someone to listen to you, you have to be the best that you can be. And you have to operate in these laws. Because if you operate in these laws, I guarantee you, you will have endless results. Working towards mastery. Let's go. Get familiar with your industry. Get familiar with people that are around you. Don't just allow things to go by, but get familiar with the industry, number one. Get familiar with the people that are around you so that you can do what? Serve. Okay? So get familiar with those people. The next thing is to get experienced. Okay? Get experience. Why do you need to get experience? You need to get experience so that you can affect those people that you're trying to get familiar with. If you have no experience, you cannot impact anyone. If you have no experience about whatever you are trying to introduce to someone or whatever you're trying to teach them, you will not have an impact because you don't have the experience. So the first thing I want you to do when it comes to the time spent is that you work towards your mastery. And you have to get familiar and get experience. How do you get experience? You get experience by reading. You get experience by going to seminars. You get experience by coming on a webinar like today to gain personal development. Those are experience. And so because you are getting this experience today, now you get something that you can go and you can share with your team. You can share that with your team. And it is critical that you understand that the more you get familiar, the more experience you get, then you will achieve mastery. you will achieve mastery. Now, let me say this. Achieving mastery is not about making a six-figure income. It's not about making a six-figure income. It's about helping people. The more people you help to make six-figure, you achieve your mastery. Let me say this again. The more people you help to make six-figure, you will achieve your mastery. And that's something you need to understand. And you can't sit around and take too long to do this. You have to do this and do this fast. Because there's so many people out there right now who's going to lose their job, who's going to get laid off. And they are depending on you. They are depending on you to lead them. They are depending on you to direct them into the right direction. So you have to work towards your mastery as fast as possible. Remember I said before, knowledge is power, and power is knowledge. And we have to remember that. It's critical that we remember that. I want you guys just to write this down for a minute, so I'm giving you some time. All right? Now, the fifth law of wealth is serve. Why is the fifth law of wealth is served? I talked to you before, and I'll tell you that I'm going to share with you why am I saying that you have to be true to yourself and why you have to serve. How may I serve you? These are the questions you have to ask your team. Ask people, how may I serve thee? You see, a leader is one who is a servant. Let me say this again. A leader is one who served. You cannot be a leader and you don't serve others. Now, how do I serve others? I can serve others by educating them on ways how to make a better life. I can educate them on ways how to do personal development. You see, you're serving them. You are there for them to call you, to talk with you whenever they're going through their burnout stages. Because in this industry, a lot of us go through burned out stages. So you see, so you're there to do what? To uplift them. You're there for, just to encourage them each day. This industry is not a walkover industry. If you don't put the time in, you will never get the result that you're looking for. So you have to serve. You have to be one that loves to serve. If you're a leader any at all, you are a servant. And I just want to share that with you guys right here, okay? Now, service is the service is the price you pay for the space you what? Accept. And remember, anyone can add value. When I was writing this, I was saying to myself, good Lord, anyone can add value to anyone. But when you learn to serve, you're doing a greater service than just to have value. You see, the service is the price you pay for the space you occupy. So we have to learn to serve. We have to learn to serve. I am going to teach you a formula that I want you to burn in the back of your mind. I'm telling you, I used this with my kids last week when they were telling me, Dad, they need more allowance because they think that they are doing more chores than they ought to do. And I used this formula last week, so I'm going to teach it to you. I want you to write this formula down. Please write this formula down. All right? If guys, if I'm giving you any value right now, if I'm making any sense to you right now, I just want you to type yes or no if I'm giving you any value right now. You can type yes or no. You know, I can know if I'm giving you guys any value. I like to talk and communicate with people. All right? So if I'm giving you any value, yes. All right, I appreciate that. Yes, I do appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to teach you this formula, and I want you to write it down. Here we go. All right. Q plus Q plus MA equal C. Now, Q plus MA equal C. If you're a leader, any at all, these four qualities have to be in you for you to get C. So, this is the answer. The quality of your service plus the quantity of your service plus the mental attitude always equal to compensation. Wow. Man, that's great. Now, I want you to understand this. If you're a leader, you must be a servant. And if you serve well, it comes with compensation. So the quality of your service plus the quantity of your service plus the mental attitude always equal to compensation. Wow. I hope a lot of you realize that if you're not doing this, you're not going to get compensated. You're not. So I want you to take back this thing inside your mind and evaluate yourself. Evaluate yourself with these laws. But I talked to one of my friends. I don't want to call his name on here, but he's a billionaire. And they own a company called ILG. And I was talking to him, and he said to me, you have to have a pattern of how you do things. And if you don't follow that pattern each day, you're going to realize that you're not going to get the result that you get yesterday. So I said to him, if I get up every day and I practice my jump rope, I'm going to get the same results or even greater results the next day. And he said, absolutely. But if you practice your jump rope today and don't practice it tomorrow, you're not going to get the same result. A matter of fact, you might go 3 steps forward and 1 step backward. So you might not get the result that you're looking for. But what I want you to understand is this formula works. If you practice this, you're going to understand that you're going to see people gravitate to you because these are qualities that is going to come from you. And that is how you get paid. All right? People will make you rich or people will make you poor depend on the level of your service. Yes, depend on the level of your service, you will attract people to you. So people can make you what? Rich, and people can make you poor. In this industry, we need people. In this industry, we need people. So if these qualities are not within you right now, I implore you to go and develop these qualities inside of you and make sure that you practice them every day until they become a part of you. You know, I'm always going out, and whenever I go out, people always look at me and they said, "Oh, you're a speaker?" And I'm like, "Why you say that?" I'm like, "You sound like a speaker. Whenever you open your mouth, you sound like someone who, a pastor or a speaker." And I'm like, "Wow, that's great. I love that." Because I always put myself in a position to want to serve. And in doing that, I develop a mental attitude. Because anywhere I go, I want my compensation to come with me. So you have to practice that. And listen, people will make you poor and people will make you rich. A lot of us who are getting success in this industry, we didn't get it because of us. When I say because of us, I mean we get it because of our personality and who we are, but at the same time, we get it because of the people who believe in us and the people who trust us and joined with us. That's how we get the compensation that we receive today. So remember that, okay? Now, the sixth law of wealth is dun, 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 own business. That's the sixth law of wealth. Own business. Now, thou shalt be in business for thyself. Wow. Thou shalt be in business for thyself. You see, the way the industry is going right now, small business is what's saving the industry. Don't think that those big high-rising buildings that you see out there, they're the one that is putting jobs out and stuff. They're not the one that is doing that. The government recognized that small business is the one that is keeping the economy afloat. And that's the reason why they create over 430 tax break for small businesses. What is small businesses? Small business is home-based business. So thou shalt be in business for thyself. Now, the key to prosperity is give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. But what if you show him how he can buy the pond? His family will never knew struggle. Think about that. Just think about it for a minute. What if you show him how to buy that pond with the fish? His family will never know struggle. You know why? He's going to leave legacy for his family. He's going to leave a legacy for his family. Be in business for yourself. I hope you guys are taking notes. I'm so excited. You guys are taking great notes. All right? So, one of the things I want to share with you guys. So the wealthy work for profit. You need to write this down. The wealthy work for profit. They don't work for wages. Okay? They do not work for a W-2. You will never see a business owner work for a W-2 because they don't work for wages, okay? What they work for is a 1099. Always remember that. Some of you probably, the first time you're hearing that word, 1099, but as a business owner, you need to know that you only work for 1099 because you don't work for wages. You set your own salary. You set your own salary. You make the amount of money that you want to make, that you choose to make. So they don't work for a W-2. They work for 1099. Okay? And 1099 is not something that you go buy. It's a tax code. All right? Okay. All right. So I'm having so much fun with this. I hope you guys are having fun the same way like I'm having fun. But this is very critical that we get to know this. One thing I have observed in life is that the poor keep score by buying cars and clothes. Every time I look around, I look at even my own, family members. They work just to pay for a car and to buy clothes every week. And I'm like, yo, dude, do something better with your life. You're just working just to buy clothes, just to look good. So the poor, they keep score. But he said to me, you know how many sneakers I have? Oh my gosh. I'm like, those more the sneakers that you have, if you would take that money and invest that money into something, then you would have some residual income coming in. So the poor keep score by buying cars and clothes. All right? Now, the middle class keep score by their degree and titles. Okay? That's the middle class. They keep score by their degree and titles. But watch this guy. And the rich keep score by their bank account. What a big difference. The rich keep score by their bank account. The rich is the person who don't work for a W-2. The rich is the person who only receive a 1099. And all that person do, keep score by their bank account. Hope you guys are taking notes at this, because I'm telling you, this is what drive me. These are the things that drive me to do better. These are the things that drive me to create wealth. These are the things that drive me to want to share with others, because these are some vital information that a lot of people, they don't see, they don't have. And that's the reason why I'm doing these free webinars. From about 4 weeks ago now, I've been doing free webinar to teach you guys. And I'm telling you, it is critical that we take information and not just only take it, but use the information that we receive. It's critical that we use the information that we receive. Am I giving any values to you guys? Come on, talk to me, somebody. Talk to me. I don't want to feel as if I'm here by myself. Talk to me. Am I giving you any value? All right, tap the screen. All right, so we're going to move on. All right. The seventh law of wealth is grow money. What do you mean by grow money? It is critical that we understand. I was just telling you about some of my family members. They, buy all these sneakers and stuff and all that, and they don't learn how to grow money. Yes, money can grow. It can grow if you allow it to grow, and if you plant it in the right soil, it will grow. Make thy money grow for you. Remember, it takes courage. Somebody just text me, sorry. It takes courage to chase your dream. It takes courage to believe in yourself when no one will. It takes courage to put yourself on a daily budget. It takes a lot of courage, especially when you're not making the amount that you want to make. But I have learned this as a little boy growing up. It's not the amount that you earn, but the amount that you save. So if you earn $10, you can still put down 50 cents. And every 50 cents you put down, your money is growing. You no longer have 50, but now you have $1, $1.50, $2. Your money is growing right in front of your face. If you do it consistently and develop a daily budget. All right? Now, it takes courage to save 10% of everything you earn. Yes, it does. In this economic, it takes courage. All right? It takes courage to find a set of new friends, because the personal set of friends you have don't believe in you, and they don't believe in what you do. It takes courage to change your friends. And sometimes for you to get to where you need to go, you have to change your friends. You can't keep the person who's going to talk negative in your ears. The person who is always, saying negative stuff to you whenever you put a brilliant idea to them. They never have anything positive to say. So it takes a lot of courage to find new friends, but you will. Because the old one that you have, they don't believe in you, and they don't believe what you do. They don't. So for you to start to develop and to spread your wings, you have to find new friends so that you can enlarge your territory, okay? So that you can enlarge your territory, because that's the only way you're going to be able to soar. If you can't put your wings out and keep them out, you will never soar. So most time we have friends who allow us to keep our wings at our side. So instead of we soaring, we walking. So it takes a lot of courage to do that. All right, guys. I know you've been with me long time on this webinar, and I want to summarize what we're going over today. Number one that we go over, number one law is knowledge, and the number two law is decision. Number three law of wealth is belief, and the number fourth law of wealth is be true. Number fifth is serve, and six, be in business for yourself. Number seven, make thy money grow for you. Okay? And it's critical that we understand that. It is very critical. So, here we go. And this is the part that I love the most. When you ask questions. All right? This is the part I love. When you ask question. Okay? He said, yes, I love the knowledge of that. Okay? Okay, cool, cool. All right? So, question and answer. If you have any question, you can type it right in there, and I'm ready to answer your question. So, let's see what's going on here. Now, question and answer. If there's any question, I'm ready to answer your question, in whatever way. If anything I can clarify for you or explain better, I am ready to do all of that. I thank every one of you for being on this webinar. It's a wealth of information that you can use in your personal life and also in your business. It is critical that you allow these 7 laws to become a part of you and become a part of your life. All right. So if we don't have any question, then I am going to say to you guys, it's an honor to have you guys on this webinar today. And it's also an honor to serve you guys. I hope that I give you values, and I hope that you will take this information and don't keep it to yourself, but share it with others. It is critical that you do that. Okay, remember now, Q plus MA equal C. So the quality of your service plus the quantity of your service, okay, plus the mental attitude equal to compensation. Guys, thank you for being on. And as I always say, be good. And if you can't be good, be careful. And if you can't be careful, just be good. Have a blessed and wonderful evening. Love you guys.